Welcome ladies and gentlemen, the name's Ben. In this video I bring you the top 5 legendary hand cannonis in my inventory. They're ranked based on their consistency in the crucible, when used by me, mostly. So if your favorite hand cannon isn't on this list, it's because, well, last I checked, I was the only me I know. Little spoiler, these hand cannons all belong to the 3-banger archetype. Don't Google that, I just didn't know what to call them. By 3-banger, I mean hand cannons that require a minimal of 2 body shots and a headshot to kill with an optimal range. On Bungie and Planet Destiny databases, these hand cannons have an impact value of 81. If you haven't noticed, everyone and their third cousin's dog wants one. Here I'll be doing a comparison of their base stats. Since all the weapons on this list belong to the same archetype, the only stats I'll compare are range, stability, and aim assist. In a follow-up video, I'll cover iron sights. I'm sure some of you know that these can boost specific stats and affect a hand cannon's overall performance. In said video, I'll also list some essential and non-essential perks to watch out for should you find yourself with one of these hand cannons. Now, without further ado, skis, number 5. The Devil You Know. The version you see here came with the Steady Hand Iron Sight, Last Resort, Small Bore, and Reactive Reload. Until I got Fatebringer in year 1, the Devil You Know was my most used hand cannon in PvE. It had great impact, allowing me to one-tap low-level adds. With the state of the Crucible in year 2, this hand cannon has found new use, competing with many other primaries in close quarters. It can be obtained from Vanguard packages and boasts the highest base aim assist in its archetype. Its base range is below average, while its base stability is just slightly above average. The version you see here came with Reactive Reload. This makes it a 2-banger after the first kill and reload. But the lack of a good range booster perk makes it hard to land that first shot from range. With the help of reload speed boosters, found on gauntlets, and some subclass talents like Surge on Voidwalkers or Chain of Woe on Gunslingers, this thing is a monster. Number 4. The Imago Loop. Dubbed the Year 2 Fatebringer, this is one of the few hand cannons in the Taken King that can roll the perk Firefly. It has the highest base range stat within the archetype. Base stability and aim assist are both slightly below average for hand cannons, but did I mention it can roll the perk Firefly? The version you see here came with the True Sight Iron Sight, Relentless Tracker, Rifled Barrel, and Firefly. This is currently my go-to hand cannon in PvE. I've used it sparingly in the Crucible, mainly because the perks I've farmed for weren't exactly catered to PvP. If I'd gotten one with Rifled Barrel, Rangefinder, along with an aim assist booster, like Hidden Hand, it would probably be higher on my list of PvP hand cannons. As it stands though, I feel I miss a few more precision shots at range than I do with its rivals in my inventory. One of which is the Lord High Fixer, and number 3 on this list. Obtained from Crucible packages, this year 1 relic has been seeing an increasing amount of use in the Crucible. Unlike the Imago Loop and the Devil You Know, this hand cannon doesn't boast any standout base stats. Its base range and stability are below average for hand cannons, while its aim assist is just average. However, thanks to a great roll, it is one of the most accurate hand cannons at range that I have in my inventory. I think it owes this consistency to the True Sight Iron Sight. The version you see here came with Triple Tap, Reinforced Barrel, and Reactive Reload. Despite its low stability, its recoil pattern is very predictable, and unless I'm getting bullet peppered, I'll find myself landing shots on mid-range encounters quite often without having to do much adjusting. At the time this gameplay was captured, I was unaware of just how useful Reactive Reload could be, which is why you don't see me reloading frantically. What a nooblet. I know, but to be honest, I was content with its accuracy at range. It plays almost like a year 1 hand cannon. By that I mean I often land precision shots across map and lose my doo-doo. Number 2. Fenela's Peril. Obtained from the Iron Banner in year 2, this hand cannon has a base range and aim assist that are both above average for hand cannons. However, its stability is slightly below average. The version you see here is one of the filthiest vendor rolls that has ever been made available. In the last Iron Banner of year 2, Lord Sally sold this hand cannon with Steady Hand, Outlaw, Rifled Barrel, and Reactive Reload. A roll so nice, most of you bought it 2 times. The 2 main perks work really well in making this hand cannon a consistent 2-banger. Heading into the unknown, that is year 3, I'm glad to have this in my inventory. I was conflicted about putting this at number 2 instead of number 1, but after watching over 40 gigs worth of footage, I found that while it was one of my most rewarding hand cannons, it wasn't the most consistent. For me, based on first-hand experience by my personal hands, that spot goes to AS Luna. Obtained from Crucible packages and from Crucible games, the AS Luna has the second highest base stability stat of its archetype. First place goes to the Gyres D. Sounds made up, but according to Planet Destiny's database, it exists. Anywho, I've gotten about 12 or 13 AS Lunas since the Taken King, and I've kept around 4 or 5 of them. These two are probably my best ones. First up is one with Sureshot, Underdog, Reinforced Barrel, and Hidden Hand. The other with True Sight, Partial Refund, Rifled Barrel, and Hidden Hand. Ideally, I'd want one with Sureshot, Rangefinder, Rifled Barrel, and Hidden Hand, or for cheese purposes, Reactive Reload instead of Hidden Hand. One can dream. The AS Luna at optimal range plays like a year 1 hand cannon. Bullets go where they're told. Simple. Clean. Hakamuni, even. The damage at range and stability of this hand cannon is so forgiving that I've gotten into the habit of firing it without pacing my shots. And that about sums up my list of favorite 3 bangers in the Crucible, and some would argue contenders for the meta, until the rise of Thorn, or Iron. What? Why would I say that? I'm so angry. And sad. That's enough. Okay. So what do you guys finna shoot come year 3? And which one of you has my dreamer-old AS Luna? And have you, said viewer, written your will yet? I'm not willing you ill or anything. I'm just saying it's good practice to get on that. Think of me. Also, if you want to learn more about perks I mentioned here and the role of iron sights on overall hand cannon performance, follow the link in the description. Until next time, God bless and boo says.